Alright, this is a tutorial for King's Crossing, the acoustic version by Elliott Smith. My capo is on the 5th fret, but I'm tuned down a full step, so for you that would be the 7th fret. Although sometimes he does it lower, just depending on which live version you do. You can put the capo wherever because all the chords are going to be relative to the capo. So the chords that he plays are E minor, and sometimes he does it with a G in the bass, so it'd be this instead of this. C, just a regular C, G, and I do, sometimes you could do G with like fretting the B string on the 3rd, but I like it this way, just without it, so that kind of open G, and then D, A minor, and then a walk up. So, and when he does the walk up, he kind of, I don't know, I like to pick like maybe the top 2 or 3 string. It doesn't go to G, it goes back to E minor. So the main progression sounds like this. And he does a couple of hammer-ons. He'll alternate. You can do these as much or as little as you want, but sometimes when he does the D, he'll do, so he'll just hammer on the whole chord. And then sometimes he'll do it on the A minor. So it's really up to you, whichever ones you want to do. You don't have to do them at all if they're like too hard, or if they're just too flashy. You want to make it sound more subdued, I guess. Anyways, the pattern changes a few times. When he says every wave is tidal, if you hang around you're going to get wet. When he says going to get wet, he does G, D, G. So it'd be like, I guess I have to sing it, but my voice is pretty out right now. He says, every wave is tidal, if you hang around you're going to get wet. And then he would walk back down to the, and then it changes again when he says, I can't prepare for death. So, I can't prepare for death any more than I already have. So in that one, instead of going from E minor to C, he goes E minor to A minor for 2nd, touches on C, and then goes back into the progression. And then it would go back to it would go to the pre-chorus, to all you can do now is watch this show. And the way this one works is he goes, so that's G, D, G, C, and then he starts the chorus. And the chorus chords are, it's G, D, E minor, C. And he repeats that like a couple times, however long chorus is. But the way that the chorus ends is he, I forget the last line of the chorus, but he goes from G, and then he stops on D, and then he goes back into the verse. So that's basically the whole thing. It doesn't change at all. You can end the song on the same way that the verse, the chorus ends. It's the same progression. It only changes on that little pre-chorus part. And I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but when he says I can't prepare for death any more than I already have, and he does that weird like A to C instead of going to C, I think that's the only time in the song he does that, on that one line where he's I can't prepare for death any more than I already have. So I think you only do that one time. He might do it again, but I listened and it didn't sound like he does. So that's basically the whole song. I hope I wasn't too fast, but I can break it down a little bit more. I have the chords written down, so but they're all the same. He doesn't add any. He might add some weird voicings that I didn't pick out, but that's basically it. So yeah, I hope that that was helpful. Thanks.